I will now walk you through my annotations of an article. Before annotating an article, you should read it at least one time. This way you understand what is happening in the article, and it will provide you with some context for your annotations and your analysis. After reading this article, you can see that this article is about a man who was arrested for a movie that was over 10 years late to a rental video store. After reading an article once, on your second read through, you can begin to look for the four components of article analysis. These components are relevant quotes, biases, insight, and bigger picture slash bigger context stuff. When I read this article looking for analysis, the first thing I came across was a relevant quote from Mr. Myers, the man who was arrested. He said, "I don't remember ever owning it, renting it, or watching it. Really, everything from more than 10 years ago is a blur." This quote, for me, helped show how long this movie had been overdue and how long Mr. Myers had this movie. It can also be used to show how frivolous this arrest was because this movie was so far gone that the man who rented it didn't even remember doing so. As I continued reading the article for my second time, the next thing I came across was a point of insight. Even during previous unrelated court hearings and other traffic stops, he never got any inkling he was wanted for failing to return a movie. This statement for me, again, showed just how frivolous this arrest was because despite being repeatedly involved in the court system, Mr. Myers was never served a warrant for this overdue movie. So again, as I continued reading, the next point of interest I came to was both a relevant quote, insight, as well as bigger picture. Myers said police should be going after real criminals, not him. "They're not catching heroin dealers," he, being Myers, said. They're chasing people for movie rentals from places that don't even exist anymore. That blows my mind." This quote shows the distaste that Myers had for the police work involved with this case, as well as bring a point of interest to the reader's mind. Many people think that police do not do a good job of chasing people that they should be chasing, but rather that they're arresting people for things that they should not be worrying about. This quote here shows that Myers' opinion matches that and brings to light some very interesting questions about police work in the United States. The last point of interest I saw was a quote from the star of the movie in question, in which the star said, "I just saw this and I am struggling to believe it's real." This quote again shows just how ludicrous this case was and just how insane it is for a man with a movie over 10 years late to be arrested for that movie. As you can see, there's a lot of information here, a lot of quotations, especially. But all of these quotations are about the movie itself and the content within the movie, which, for my purposes, is not relevant. Therefore, I did not highlight those. Thank you.